Hi, it's Sunday, January 21st, 2018, and this is now week 7 of my Medifast program. As I stated in my last video, I was only going to be doing these every 2 weeks, so therefore there's not a week 6. If you're looking for that, we've only went from week 5 right now to week 7. Let's go and just show the stats for the first thing. The stats over the last 2 weeks. I'm currently at 254.4 pounds. That's a loss over the last 2 weeks of 2.6 pounds for a total loss of 28.2 pounds. That's in 7 weeks. And you may be seeing and noticing that in 2 weeks I've only lost 2.6 pounds, and usually every week I lose about 2 pounds or more. I'm going to explain why that happened this time. There's a special reason for that, and I think that'll make a lot of sense as I do explain it. Let's go just to show the weekly chart as well, or the week-by-week chart. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call it, but anyway, bringing it up here. You can still see that progress is being made, and the overall loss of 28.2 pounds. Okay, so let me explain to you why my weight has not kept up with that 2-pound average per week. And let's start off by showing you the day-to-day chart. That'll make a lot of sense for the last 2 weeks. You can see here that on these 3 days, the 13th, 14th, and 15th, I completely went off the plan, off of Medifast. And here's the reason. I've been doing Medifast for about 6 weeks straight, and I only deviated probably around Christmas. I think that's the only major time where I had some turkey and gravy and some milk and stuff just one day. And I have to say, you know, after 6 weeks, it was a nice major milestone for me, and I was kind of getting a little bit bored with the food. And I said, well, you know, it's a 3-day weekend. Why not treat myself for getting this far? And boy, did I ever treat myself. I didn't even weigh myself during that weekend. I didn't exercise, and I ate a lot. I ate probably more than I would normally eat before the plan I went on. I had steak and potatoes, I had tacos, I had cheeseburgers, and I washed them down with Coca-Cola, and also drank quite a lot of beers with those. Quite fattening, I'm sure. And I was a bit surprised that I thought, well, okay, I'll probably gain about 4 or 5 pounds. No, I gained 8 pounds. I didn't even know that was possible to gain that much weight in 3 days, but I did, and I was quite stunned. And I said, okay, let's see how this goes now that I'm back on the plan. Got back on the plan the day after the 3-day weekend, which is Martin Luther King Day weekend. And I was losing about 2 pounds a day. Actually, I lost about 2 pounds a day till I lost yesterday about 3 pounds. And now I'm about 1.5 pounds below from where I was before I went off the plan. So what did I notice about this time period? Well, the one thing I noticed was that when I went off the plan and started eating, I probably ate more because I was used to eating 6 meals a day. And I would eat a full breakfast, and even though I started feeling hungry at 2 hours later after breakfast, even though I probably had enough food in my body, it was probably in the habit. So I was finding myself snacking quite a lot in between meals and eating a lot in between meals, and etc. So your body is not used to just jumping off the Medifast plan and just eating normally. You don't, because you'll still want to eat those 6 meals a day, no matter how much you put into each of those meals. The second thing that I noticed was that when I got back on the plan, I felt a lot hungrier than the week before when I was still on the plan, and the last couple of weeks before when I was still on the plan. I think it was my body trying to get used to the Medifast plan again. So I felt hungry this last week. We're going back on the plan, and I now starting to feel like I'm back in a groove after 5 days, I think, roughly, of being back on the plan, 5 or 6 days being back on the plan. So was it worth it? Yeah, I think it was worth it. Look, I mean, I've been on the plan for 6 weeks. I wanted a break. I wanted to do something different with the food. I wanted to relax a little bit. I didn't want to be exercising every day, and it was nice to treat myself. for all the weight I gained. And I knew it would take a while for me to get back. And sure enough, it did. But about 5 days. So moral of the story of this one is, you going to go off plan? Go ahead. Go off plan. Go full off plan if you want to. Just be aware that you're going to probably eat the same, or if not more, because you'll be on the same rhythm of the Medifast plan. And when you're back on the Medifast plan, you're going to be heavier, of course, and it's going to take you several days to get back to where you were. You'll probably lose about a week's time of weight loss, and you'll feel hungrier. Just keep that in mind. If you want to treat yourself, go for it. I'll probably do the same thing in about 6 weeks' time again. And again, I just want to break it up a little bit. But one other thing I'd like to mention, in my last video, I mentioned that I started this new exercise program. I incorrectly called it Fitness 8. It's actually called Sprint 8. And that's where you are on a bike, stationary bike, and you do 30 seconds as all out as fast as you can, and then a minute and a half at kind of a casual pace. You do that 8 times. I wasn't finding the program really giving much results. I did it for about a week. I found that the constant longer 20, 30 minutes, constant high speed, not all out, but faster than a casual bike ride. About 90 RPMs was what I do, 85 to 90 RPMs, keeping the heart pumping. I found that to be a little bit more refreshing, as well as allowed me to continue to lose the weight than the Fitness 8, the Sprint 8 program. So I'm back on the normal exercise program. It may work for you. I didn't want to wait for 8 weeks and wait and see if it was going to work for me. That's all about for now. That's all I have for today, and see you in 2 weeks. Now I'm getting close to the 250-pound first goal that I set for myself way back at the beginning of the program. Looking forward to that. That means I do think I said in previous videos it'd take me about 7-8 weeks. So let's see. Fingers crossed. See you then. Bye.